Ohana means family.
And family always sticks together. I think Will Ferrell actually tweeted something about that too. He's like, Ohana means family. It's like Obama rhymes with Ohana, and it means family.
Will Ferrell must be a StarCraft fan. I had no idea.
Yeah, he was like, oh, that's what he said right after Obama won the election.
I was very disappointed when Tasteless voiced his disapproval for Ohana means family.
Oh, did you? But did you hear like the following night? Basically, he said he dreamt of you in Rotterdam playing guitar and being shirtless.
I wanted to take a nude photo of myself holding a guitar in front of all the
using Giggs' guitar,
juicy bits, and post it to Tasteless. But
it's a great time to Ben because you're starting to see noticeable results in gains from the gym. You should have done it. Maybe it can still happen.
Dan, for you, I'll hashtag Frodan in that.
Can you also hold a piece of bacon and wobble it?
I'm not going to wobble any bacon.
Guys, welcome to Ohana, where Demuslim is tied up the series. He is the Terran player from Team Evil Genius's raid call. Why are you giggling, Ben? In the bottom right, we have from Team MVP, it's Finale, the Protoss player.
I just tabbed over to chat, and the first thing I saw was in all caps, "No, Ben, don't!"
Aww.
Oh, which is awesome. Which is awesome. I love the chat. I love interacting with the chat.
Yep. It's a subscriber privilege. You also can bet. For those of you who maybe just picked up your subscription for the first time, all you have to do is type !bet. We have one more series, guys, left for the night. It's Oz versus Naniwa, so we have lots more development in Division 2. This is from Division 5. Demuslim is 4-1, Finale 6-0, but a win here and maybe a win against Sen, Demuslim wins his division.
That's exactly right. So he's still a contender for first place in that group. Very important game. We are seeing One Rack's fast expand once more out of Demuslim. Finale, though, thus far has not revealed his hand. He's got the gateway down. He's got the cyber core down. And where's his Nexus, man? He's building extra pylons before Nexus. I'm starting to think he might have devious intentions.
Yeah, although he doesn't have a lot of chrono boost, though. That's still usually one point of concern.
Yeah, you're right. He is chrono boosting his probes, and he is sending out a probe. Probably to his natural. We'll see if this guy hangs out here.
No, you're absolutely right, though, Ben. Forgate is still like a build that people still try to pull off sometimes because the backdoor rocks. You have to cover a lot more area as Terran in order to hold it off. As I've even seen Greetorb lose to sometimes, even though he knows it's coming. And like the hackers tell him, "I'm gonna Forgate you." By the way, it's still a powerful build if done correctly.
Man, it's the most frustrating feeling in the world, scouting a cheese and then losing to it, or just knowing it's coming and then losing to it. I played a ZVP last night. I was sitting up in my bedroom. I was like, I'm gonna play a game of StarCraft. Load it up, get the ZVP. I scout the forge spinning. I scout the 5 extra gates going down. I'm like, all right, let's start making units. And then I was supply blocked. And I was only supply blocked for like 10 seconds, and that was the difference between defending and dying.
Yeah, and then like things get caught out of production. That's quite unfortunate. Everyone has those moments, but not really necessary in this case. Whoa, fast robo from Finale. He's switching it up as well. No additional gateways. We'll also see how fast he gets gases 3 and 4 at his natural, because it could mean a quick Colossus push. Or simply, he's just trying to scout and see what Demuslim has planned. Meanwhile, back in Demuslim's base, he's doing the same exact thing. Demuslim are notorious for sticking to build orders. He sometimes does the same build order 3 times in a row. In this case, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yep, and I think that's something that's pretty common, especially amongst foreign players. I think the great strength of Korean StarCraft and the Korean StarCraft scene is the diversity of the builds. It's very seldom that you see an MMA sit down and do the same build 3 times in a row in a best of 3.
The only exception might be MVP when he played against Life and did a lot of the same builds. People kind of argue MVP has to kind of play that style since he doesn't necessarily have the wrist durability to be able to play that quickly. But you're absolutely right, Ben. MC is a guy that has incredible amount of builds. He's got over, like, I would even say 100 builds total in his mind, and he can even make stuff up on the fly in tournaments. That's the kind of prowess you have. You
want to really nerd out right now?
Sure.
MC is the copy Protoss.
The copy Protoss?
It's Kakashi Sensei.
The Kakashi. Wow. Is it like, and what's crazy is true because MC can see a build and then copy it exactly too.
He's the Kakashi toss.
Wow. MC is just like the best in every single genre possible. In politics, he's the Obama toss. In Naruto, he's the Kakashi toss. sick. We see quick gases 3 and 4 from Finale as well. He really likes this Twilight Forge combination that he's been really going for a while. On Ohana, it is possible to go for a quick third as well relative to your opponent, but Finale seems like he's going for the same build he did in the previous game. Staying on 2 base, getting additional gates, getting that blink upgrade. The only thing is he usually goes for weapons with this as well. He does.
Yep. Demuslim has been making the same +1 timing every single game, and that time is approaching. Was his +1 a little late, though?
His +1, no, I mean, he got it last time with his combat shield, and that's what he was waiting for. He did move out a little bit early. A pretty standard time for any aspiring Terran players is when you start your factory, that's when you also get your engineering base, so you can get +1. And then from there, you're able to usually have a nice little timing with medevacs, just like Ben said.
Yep, combat shield's coming, +1, about 25% complete for Demuslim. Finale right now is he's establishing that infrastructure that Dan was just talking about. He's up to 6 gates. He's getting a couple of mortals out. He's getting blink. And will we see him push out and take that 3rd base? Will we see him actually hold this push from Demuslim?
Yeah, it's just a nice little poke, and it's even a little premature because the stim is finished, but he still has +1 in combat shield. That's 200 invested. You might as well have it for the push, but Demuslim is doing a great job showing restraint. You know, he's making sure to zone everything off, pick off the probes, make sure to control the towers. Although Finale, the thing that is in favor this time is that he has a couple observers in place, and he's going to be able to pressure Demuslim's 3rd base, because last time Demuslim was able to pressure his 3rd and get his up at the same time. Yep,
a single Zealot will cease construction, or halt construction at least, on this 3rd command center. Continue chipping away. Demuslim's whole army pretty out of position. There are no Colossi for Finale, and critically, he really only has Zealots. And I cannot help but feel like Demuslim's army is the best army in the world for fighting pure Zealot without charge, without upgrades, without support.
Awesome scan, seeing 3 sentries, almost full energy. That's enough for 10, 11 force fields. But Demuslim can poke from 2 different fronts, and that's what he's splitting up his army to do. He may be able to flank from both sides, but he has to also be careful because the Finale's been doing this very nicely.
Oh, yes, he has. Beautiful preemptive defensive force fields from Finale as he's just kind of sitting back, holding this ramp. Now he's going to drop force fields on the other side and walk right over to his main ramp, buying so much time. That is really smart. And lots of foresight being exercised here by Finale. And as soon as he feels like he has the room, he's just going to push out and get ready to take that 3rd base. Demuslim really wants to deny the 3rd base for as long as possible. We do have to realize that the Zealot did shut down mining on his own 3rd, or at least construction on his own 3rd for a little while. But since then, that command center has completed. The orbital is morphing.
Yeah, Demuslim's got what he wanted. I mean, the 3rd isn't up for Protoss. His 3rd is done, and so for all intents and purposes, it's like he forced a cancel by denying that much space. And Demuslim, of course, realizes with that much advantage and the Colossus popping out, he can't really push any further. Great restraint there, as so many Terran players get kind of anxious and like, well, I can push from 2 fronts. He only has Zealot Immortal Sentry. I should be able to push.
And how confident do these 2 players have to be in their builds and in these play styles to just do the same thing 3 times in a row? Oh, Marine! I'm not sure if he spotted that 3rd base or not. It looks like he did, in fact, see that the 3rd base is building. I mean, Demuslim, he dropped the first map, but then just continues doing what he does, and he's just gotten stronger every single game. Finale has been pretty unwavering as well. We haven't seen him take the same super greedy 3rd base, but for the most part, his build has been pretty ironclad, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, he is getting Temple Archives a little bit earlier this time. I think he wants more security against the massive amounts of Marines and Marauders, because Demuslim's been squeezing out a lot of units, especially with the influx of barracks.
This Terran army.
It's massive. The army supply for Demuslim is 120 compared to 90 of his opponent. So if Demuslim chooses to push, he has a nice, comfortable cushion of army supply. He does have 4 Vikings. 6 is a good amount. You know, usually 3 or 4 per Colossus is a good rule. Even Demuslim's the one who tells you that. So I think the Muslim senses his time is near. He's almost maxed as well. This is as good a time as ever, especially with +2 about to finish. The Muslim's going to split up his army. The Colossus not really getting a good engagement. One Colossus is also stray, trying to get into the fight, but not able to do it. The Muslim, is he going to be the one able to up to finale? One Colossus, so stray, indecisive, not able to defend. And the Muslim supply is almost double of his opponent. Ben, the Muslim, he's broken him.
Just one-sided in that engagement. Demuslim steamrolls through Finale, cleaning up that army easily, and Finale has no answer, has no chance. Good
GG
is the call, and
wow.
Demuslim continues on his just ferocious path through the North American
This guy's a
Star League.
monster,
He's
NASL, man.
5-1 now?
5-1 now with +5 map score. That's a really nice cushion.
Still has to play Sin, still has to play his final game.
Yeah, so he'll be playing Night End for his last match as well. So.
And really the result of Demuslim versus Sin will determine whether or not Demuslim wins the group.
Yeah, I mean, Demuslim is comfortably now have a case for second place. He can tie Finale. Finale still has to play Sen 2 for the last match. It's battle between 3 players for Division 5, and you definitely want that playoff spot.
What an awesome culmination for our season. That last game brought to you by Kingston HyperX, their full line of solid state drives and RAM, available for you at kingston.com. Head over there, check them out today. We're going to take a break, but our next and our final match of the day is still to follow. It's Fanatics Oz versus Naniwa. Should be a lot of fun. Guys, don't go anywhere. NASL's back after this.